Hello, good morning. Good morning to everyone. Myself, Dr. Ananda Dattatreya Bhosle, Dr. A.D. Bhosle, Associate Professor of GS Science, Arts and Commerce College, Khamgaon. Since last 25 years, I serve as an Associate Professor in Commerce in Senior College at GS College, Khamgaon. Actually, since from last few days, when, as everybody knows, corona virus attacks on our India, not only India but all over the world. Nowadays, we are suffering from this virus in near about every aspects in every sectors. Today I am going to discuss not only the impact of corona on Indian economy, but also I just concentrate on remedies for the coronavirus, particularly how it is beneficial for our Indian economy. What I mean to say, in our Marathi language, there is a famous slogan which is now going on in our Indian television media, Mandit Sandhi. It means in depression, we got lot of opportunities. What are the opportunities and how we can encash it? We can discuss here now. Actually, when corona impacts over our Indian economy, previously our Indian economy just got some setback. Number first setback by our what I mean to say, demonetization, which was declared by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It creates very bad impact over our Indian economy. And second setback we just got on the impact of goods and service taxes, it means GST. And now it is third one, which is a totally natural impact of particularly coronavirus. Every economist just tell about how coronavirus create adverse impact over our Indian economy. But no one can say how it will beneficial for us, because everybody knows coronavirus impacts our Indian economy in the forms of unemployment problem, in the forms of poverty decreases, in the forms of health services, whatever the health services facilitated by the Indian government, how it is not suitable, how it is not, it means I mean to say, in other words, I mean to say, infrastructural facilities have not been provided by the Indian government in appropriate manner previously. If we alert about our health services, then such type of position will not be suffer. But it is not our subject. How unemployment problem is increases, how poverty problem is increases, how production problem is increases, how industrialization is collapse, how our development rate is collapse, how our depression, recession comes at a large scale in our Indian economy. Everyone just discuss about it. But मेन फोकस पॉइंट जो हो गया, अब हमारे हाथ में क्या है यह हमने सोचना चाहिए. वॉट एवर द थिंग्स आर डन इन प्रीवियस or in our past, we doesn't think over it. But what we are going to done, what we are going to do in present, that point is very important, I think. So, according to this one, Mr. The American economist, Mr. Milton Friedman, he was invented one economical concept, one economical theory, which title was helicopter economy. Helicopter economy, it means that ki in helicopter you have to just throw money on the land, and that money just collected by several types of citizens, several types of peoples, and in this way their earnings, they are pocketing money, their earnings are increasing, their purchasing power is increasing. In this way they are creating their demands about several types of commodities. They can place their demand into community market, and the demand of production is increases. Now production is increases, demand is increases, investment in that businesses is also increases, and ultimately the whole economy goes on progressive path. Actually, there are some basic features of helicopter economy. Why I am telling this concept today? Because according to my opinion, as for your information, I mean to say कि I am teaching business economics in my college since from last 25 years. That is why somehow I got some experiences about some economical concepts, some economical theories. And that is why I insist to our Indian government to kindly introduce helicopter economy in our present situation. Because due to corona problem, our economy is totally collapsed. Someone says that our GDP goes down up to 0 or -1, -2, -15. It means only picture of fears are created by media. I allege directly on media that they are creating picture of fear, particularly economical fears, in the minds of employees, in the minds of laborers, in the minds of poor Indian peoples. And that is why nowadays there is a very useful concept of Mr. Milton Friedman's concept, helicopter economy. What is helicopter economy? The basic features was, number one, non-repayable money transfer. It means that according to this concept, our central bank our central bank printed money and it transferred to government, and central bank purchased government bonds, government securities from government against that money, and that money which is brought by government from central bank, the government has just distribute that money to the entire peoples of that country. In this way, it is a non-repayable, just keep in mind, it is not a loan or it is not an advances. In this way, we want to just boost up our purchasing power of our common man. Second feature of this one, dropping money from the sky, it is a concept. Dropping money in the sky, but actually it is not like that. Central bank just gives money to the government. It means here you may compare sky, the role of sky may be playing by the central bank, and the people who are stay on land, that role may be playing by the government. It is flagging economy back on track. It is very helpful that our economy goes on right track and it becomes strong. Printed large sum of money and distributing it to the public. With that effect, it boosting demand and inflation, because every people's having extra money in their hands. Naturally, first of all, they demand from their basic needs. Once their basic needs are accomplished by them, then they are demanding entertainment goods, and automatically the market boosts against their demand, production improves, sales improves, profit margin is improves. Ultimately, the entire economy goes on progressive part, prospective part. That is why, according to our present CM of Telangana state, Mr. K.C. Rao, he is saying that according to the ratio of GDP, 5% funds must be distributed by the government in the form of helicopter money due to the corona problem. This present situation, it insists to us, anyhow you can utilize this weapon of helicopter economy and just overcome on the problem of coronavirus, whatever the bad impact created by it, by coronavirus on our Indian economy, we can recover strongly. So, what are the consequences or what are the positive effects we are going to just getting, or what are the fruits against the results of helicopter economy? So there is a number one, key our percentage of employment is improves, because the process of industrialization is increases. Naturally, these industries generates employments, and if employment opportunities are created by the industries, so naturally we can overcome on the problem of employment. Production is also increases, their earnings are increases because they got employment, and if individuals' earnings are increases, naturally it creates impact over their purchasing power. Purchasing power is increases, and the most important thing is that their standard of living is increases, and they are the common people, the common individual can demanding more entertainment goods, more basic needs goods from the market. So demand is increases, sales is increases, profit margin is increases, investment in concerning businesses are increases, and the entire economy in this manner, it converts their deflation into inflation stage. I am not talking any extraordinary or any miracle things. It can be happen. It is only due to strong political willpower of our ruling government, our political party. If they are having strong political wisdom, they can easily doing that thing. I just make comment on 20 lakhs crores package which is given by our government of India. This package just focuses on supply, because there are several types of schemes for loans and advances. There are very few schemes which are directly creating impact over the purchasing power of a common man, a common labor. That is why the government of India should think about not only supply of goods in the market, but they will have to concentrate how to create demands in the market. And for demands points of view, this helicopter economy create very positive picture for our overcome on the problems of whatever the problems created by the coronavirus on our Indian economy. So, it is the first part of my lecture. Then, second one, there are some consequences of lockdown, because once government has declared lockdown, it is not one time. It is up to this one, fifth time government has introduced the period of lockdowns in several dates up to specific date, particularly since from last 25th of March to 30th June. So during this lockdown period, there are several types of things which are totally banned. People are just staying at their home. There are some marriage ceremony. Everyone just knows about it. One marriage ceremony, how many people are get employment from it. There are some bichait business. There are some bandwala or caterers or lighting owners, or Mangal Karyalayas, the owners of Mangal Karyalayas, the flowers, the fireworks, the cloths and gold garments, silver garments. It means there are several types of businesses which are directly depend on the celebrations of several types of marriages. It is now totally stopped, totally banned. So it creates extraordinary impact over such big or small businesses. There are several types of things in our Marathi category. We can say Bara Balutedar. It means there are some barbers, kumbhars, then some what I mean to say, the those peoples who are engaged their business in selling of cloths or stitching of cloths or designing of cloths or garments, several types of garments, beauty parlors, then barbers, then there are lot of businesses particularly which are suffered in such lockdown periods. So one thing I just want to make focus on it. Okay, during lockdown periods these activities are totally stopped. But once lockdown is released by the government, all marriages can be arranged by the same families on some different time, but business is the same. There is no any difference between only dates. मतलब अगर वो शादी मई में होने वाली थी वो नवंबर में होंगी, दिसंबर में होंगी, लेकिन खर्चा जो 20-25 लाख का 14-15 लाख का होना था वो आज भी होना ही है. It means that type of consequences we are not just saying like that कि it's our loss. I mean to say it is accumulated of your profit, and you can convert your accumulated profit, you can encash your accumulated profit in coming days like November, December or January. That is why it is another point of this on this subject of impact of corona. Now I turn a major issue, and it is not only a major issue, it is a turning point. How we can convert corona's negative impact into our opportunities. As everybody knows कि in Mumbai or Kolkata or Chennai or Delhi, everyone knows these are metropolitan cities, and their population since from last 20 years it's are increasing day by day, month by month, year by year. These metropolitan cities have been provided employment to large number of peoples, and they have generated employment, no doubt. They are providing cloth as well as food, no doubt, but they are not providing appropriate shelter facility to them. In Mumbai, I just given an example to you. In a 10 by 10 room, there are around 20 to 25 people are living there in several types of shifts. Some are coming morning, then some are goes in noon. They are just staying there in morning. Then again noon people, they are just staying, morning people staying at the time of noon, and noon people are staying at the time of night, and night people are staying at the time of morning. It means within the circle of 24 hours, they are divided their staying time in such a 10 by 10 room. It means in such a way they are sharing one room by 20 to 25 people at a time. They are sharing their bathrooms. It means one bathroom sharing by 25 people at a time. Although it's are different shifts, but they are utilizing it. One latrine, according to the ratio, I am telling about Dharavi locality which is situated at Mumbai. One latrine sharing by around 350 peoples at a time. So how can you accept that they are enjoying their hygienic facility, they are enjoying their health in an appropriate manner? Once Corona attack on Mumbai, then it exposed how Mumbai is not a suitable place for living, because everyone having their limited capacity. Once capacity is over, no one can living there. एक अगर ग्लास है और ग्लास की कैपेसिटी जितनी पानी लेने की है उतना ही वो पानी लेगा, उसके बावजूद भी अगर आप उसके ऊपर पानी डालते ही रहेंगे तो बाकी का पानी वो फेंकना शुरू कर देगा. द सेम थिंग प्रकृति ने, nature has given a warning to us in 2005 in Mumbai, because natural flow of water is totally stopped by the bogus builder of Mumbai. Everywhere they are just building towers or buildings and apartments. So there is no space for natural flow of water, and that is why water is dumped, and around 3 days peoples are living at terrace. Such type of horrible situation was arisen in 2005 in Mumbai. But even though we people are not getting lesson, we have to just creating more crowd in Mumbai. I am just given an example of Mumbai. The same situation is arisen in Kolkata, Delhi and Chennai also. That is why the intensity of the problem of coronavirus is very increased in such a metropolitan cities, and that is why every labor just feeling insecurity and they just want to left, they just want to live from such a metropolitan cities and they just want to go to their native place. And a big migration process just started from them. They just walking on road, they having no vehicles, and a very tragedy. There are very tragedical situation was arisen before them, and it is only because of mismanagement by themselves only. Because according to our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi, what he was say, what his slogan was there, we have to go to villages. We must go to villages. We want to develop our villages only. As everybody knows, the backbone of Indian economy is what? The backbone of Indian economy is agriculture economy, and 70% peoples are depend on it. The famous sentence we just tell since from 7th of standard to master degree of commerce or arts, whatever the degree is there. When we saying that 70% peoples are depend on agricultural Indian economy, because agriculture is our main business, then why should we go to metropolitan cities? Why should we just develop metropolitan cities? Why should not we develop our own village? There are such type of few questions are arisen. So here I just give some remedies. I mean to say, it's are the opportunities which are given by coronavirus to us. Okay. Now, at a large number of scale, migration of labors are just arisen in our country. So I insist to every labor, don't go back to again urban area. You have to develop your own village. You have to stay your own village and develop your village itself. So, according to my theory, according to my opinion, we have to just suggesting few plans. Ki suppose I am a farmer, I just get the crop of tomato. Inside of my field, I can set up a tomato ketchup factory. I can get finance from the government and start my own business. Raw material is mine and finished goods is also mine, and I just want to sell it into nearest market as a seller. There is no mediator. That is why I just getting 100% profit margin against such a type of my own agricultural product. There is a question about कि someone says कि every farmer having not such a extraordinary capacity, he having no more funds, how can he build up his own factory? And that is why I am suggesting कि around 20 to 25 villages we can just make a campus of 25 villages and build up your own factories in your own village, not to go to urban area. For example, if you get crop of tomato, you can develop tomato ketchup factory. If you have take crop of groundnut, you can develop your own groundnut oil industry, groundnut oil factory. Then if you can just take some what I mean to say, tuar dal, mung dal or harbari ki dal, whatever the dals you are just getting, you can develop their dal mills. As well as if you are getting crop of orange, you can develop juice factory of orange. As well as if you are getting the fruit like grapes, you can develop wine factory too. So on the basis of your agricultural crops, you can develop your own agricultural industry within the boundaries of your 20 or 25 villages with the cooperation of your area's farmers, and you can develop your own agricultural industries. We need not to go to urban area. Even that you have to generate your employment at your own region, at your own rural section. Naturally, the growth of prosperity just beginning at your own home, at your own source. There is no chain of any mediator. There is no need of to release commission or brokerage to anyone. Every farmer just goes on the path of prosperity, and just they proves the statement of our late Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. No farmer just committed suicide because he can gain a good, fair, reasonable price for his agricultural goods. That is why I insist, I appeal to every farmer, every agricultural businessman, that they can just develop their agro industry in the premises of their own villages. Don't depend on urban area, don't depend on extraordinary mediators, brokers. No need of any APMCs, no need of any government mediatories, as well as no need of any what I want to say कि कोई कर्ज माफ़ी की ज़रूरत नहीं है और फार्मर हमारा किसी के ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं रहेगा तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली आत्मनिर्भर हो जाएगा. बट फॉर दैट पर्पज देर इज अ नीड ऑफ स्ट्रांग विल पावर. There is a need of strong willpower of our Indian government. Although it is a central government, although it is a state government, but everyone just creating their own interest to develop each and every village. I just insist, if our villages are developed, then only our India will develop. On the basis of urbanization, we can't develop itself. It is the basic difference between India and Bharat. We want to develop our Bharat. Automatically our India is developing. Because in general says, for urbanization purpose, we can just say कि it is India and our, and our rural section we can say कि it is our Bharat. So we cannot differentiate between Bharat and India. We just prove ourselves कि due to just independence we have to create in our mind, we have to develop our own villages, as well as one more important thing I just want to make focus on it. Which one? कि we have to concentrate majority of export goods. We have neglect about import of goods from foreign. We have to take keen interest to export our goods in foreign. Majority agriculturalists or majority farmers, as well as our urbanizations industrialists, they may not depend on import goods and services. They have to just concentrate on export to foreign, not import from foreign. If we have just concentrate on export, so naturally accumulation of foreign stock of foreign exchange is increases, and if our import is decreases, it with that effect our Indian rupaya become strong in international market. And if our Indian rupaya becomes strong, then our Indian economy is also become very strong. No one can challenge to us. It is not my imagination. It's whatever I am just telling, this entire summary, it is on the basis of my perception about our Indian economy, my perception about the commitment of suicides of our Indian farmer, my perceptions about employment in India, my perceptions about purchasing power of common Indian people. On that basis, I just produce this picture before you. Actually, I am avoiding any facts and figures just brought before you, because I am believing on results, not figures. Although in what way? I mean to say, the government has also just starting efforts on this path, but I insist to not only government, insist to every citizen of India, particularly those who are living in rural area, they just develop their own villages, not depend on import. They have to take keen interest about export. They have to manufacture their own finished goods on the basis of their own raw materials. Then only our villages became strong. Ultimately, our Indian economy become strong, and in this way, due to this corona problem, we are just facing lot of consequences or bad impacts over our Indian economy, but it creates these types of extraordinary opportunities before us. But it is the only thing that we want to encash this opportunity and convert this opportunity into a big challenge, as well as we can just want to convert our deflation into inflation and goes progressive path. That is why our Honorable Prime Minister says Atmanirbhar Bharat, and I mean to say also कि Atmanirbhar Bharat, proud as to be an Indian. Thank you very much.